Hello, hello. Good afternoon, everybody. It is Wednesday afternoon at 4:26. I know I have missed my last couple mornings coffee with you guys. Sorry. Yesterday, I took the whole day off. The first update, that's why, dealing with my shirt lady. I just had to finally say, look, here's what I can do. And if not, you know, I'll be more than happy to return your shirts. And you can see if you can get, let me take these glasses off. You can see if you can get somebody else. No. Go ahead, blah, blah, blah. So I've got all of them printed out for the ones that I have now cutting and placing and taping. And then Saturday, I will meet her and swap her those out for the next 15. I don't think people get this. It's not like I'm ironing on a vinyl transfer that's already made. I'm not doing that. I'm creating these myself. So, with that and cutting and taping and placing and, yeah. So, anyhow, I think that's good. So, yeah. So, today, and I look like crap because I changed my clothes. I've been fiddling around the house. Went back to Sumter County. They had called, and I had to be there at 2 o'clock for a photo lineup. Now, I did the photo lineup with a detective there that knew nothing about me, nothing about him, nothing about the case, nothing about nothing. And I get it, you know, that way they can't say, well, you know, he kind of led you or didn't have to. I got a photo lineup of 6 people and immediate. There was no guessing. Now, granted, the picture of him was probably 20 years younger, maybe. It was younger, a lot younger. But it jumped right out at me. I knew immediately. And the guy's going, are you sure that's him? I said, I'm 99% sure this is him when he was younger. Is what I'm sure. But that's the man that touched me. And so then my detective came back in the room. I got to tell you about this room. And he said, absolutely, I picked the right guy that I've made the complaint about. I said, I know him. I would know him anywhere. I would probably know him at 10 years old. I would know that man. So I finished signing the paperwork, and they're going to proceed with battery charges for touching me unwantingly. The issue is so many counties. Now there's 4 counties involved. There's the county that the first incident happened in. Then there's the county where my market's in, where he showed up. Then there's my home county that's on alert. And then there's the county that he lives in. Yeah. Which is 2 counties from me. But I'm almost on the southern end of my county anyhow. It doesn't really matter how close I am to him. I never want to see him again. It's weather today. So I haven't heard back from anybody in the next county, Citrus, what they're doing. They were waiting on the report. Because I think I told you, Citrus County couldn't find him and pull him up. Neither could I. I have this, well, they probably have changed it over the last few years, but I kind of got the same knowledge and know-how, you know, to get in some of them databases. And, Sumter, I'm not sure. He said that it's a good thing that my friend had gotten the tag number. They're not quite sure why they can't locate it, but they had his picture. So the whole behind-the-scenes thing, I'm not familiar with all of that. I know the other side of it, you know, the bad guy helping, you know, getting them out of jail, making sure they do the right thing, get to court, blah, blah, blah. You know, the whole shit that you do when you work in a bonds office. Sorry about my ugly cup, but you see that cup? I bought this cup about 4 years ago, maybe 5, about 4, in Tampa, down by Picnic Island. I fell in love with it because it's the same color as my little car. but it's had the hell beat out of it. But it's a good cup. It works good. It keeps things cold for days, or keeps, you know, I'll leave ice in it, leave it sit on the counter. It'll keep my coffee hot, a cup of coffee all day, but you know me, I drink it faster. So anyhow. So now I have to wait, and I'll give it till the first part of next week and call Citrus and see what they've come up with. Sorry, guys. I need my inhaler. Because they were waiting on the report. Sorry about that. I don't mean to stick my face up like that. If I see all my bad wrinkles and pores and see all that shit. Yeah, see all that shit. If it was like that, it wouldn't look so bad now. But, well, I don't know. Anyhow, so now, you know, it's another wait and see. So I will have to keep my phone with me, whether I get my, an inhaler, whether I want to or not. So I have my things next to me. And here's the hard part. I get these weird phone calls with weird area code, and I get it, everybody has different area codes, not everything, but you know, when somebody calls and I answer my phone and they are real quiet for a minute, and I'll say hello again, and you know, then I'm like, hello, and then I had somebody say, is this Rebecca? But then they used my maiden name, so I don't think it's anybody to do with the, I don't know why anybody would be using my maiden name. So I hung up. I hope it wasn't important. Sorry, guys. The weather is horrible. Horrible. It's been nothing but rain constantly, and the air is so thick. So, that's probably my friend Laura. The air is so thick to breathe. Man, I just want to fall down and say, oh, I can't do this anymore. But, you know, I'm going to keep doing it. So, yeah. But that's pretty much the update. I don't know if we're going to be able to go to the water on Sunday. This is supposed to last. Something out in the Caribbean and something here. You know, we get caught in the middle of this crap. And that's what I call crap. Because it has rained constant since yesterday. And it's still raining. Not real hard right now, but it was earlier. So, it's supposed to rain all the way through Sunday. I'm hoping not. My youngest daughter is supposed to come up Saturday. I told her I need her to come up so we can start going through this stuff in my house. Don't worry, I'm not dying. I'm liquidating. I don't need it all anymore. It's pretty much just Chris and I. John's here, but he's off and doing whatever. He's sleeping or, you know, so we're kind of like, I'd say we're, Ninny, what are you doing to my foot? I'd say we're empty nesting at this. I don't need all this. I don't. I own 3 microwaves. I don't need 3. I have 2 toaster ovens. Well, what I'm going to do is my toaster oven in here isn't quite up to par. So I'm going to swap it out and get a combination toaster oven air fryer. So I'm going to give her my big air fryer that my oldest daughter got me. But it's just big and I don't cook that much anymore. And so I can do it in a smaller air fryer, you know. And yeah. Just start. I've got dishes and dishes and dishes and Crystal and oh. Why do we put this shit together all our life? So when we have those holidays at our home and friends at our home and yeah, from now on, if I don't have enough plates when you come to my house, I'm pulling out the paper plates. I have plenty of silverware. I won't give up my silverware. But it's the paper plate shit's coming out now. Pans. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of pans. That doesn't include all my big stock pots and, oh my God, and saucepans and stew pans and canning and, yeah, it's all going. It's all going. Every bit of it. Anything I don't need. So I told her we'll talk about it this weekend because she's coming up Saturday early evening and staying the night. Going to be here Sunday. We were all going to go out in the water, and we may still if it's nice Sunday morning when we get up. But I told her that eventually she's going to have to take 4 or 5 days off work and come up here. And yeah. I've got 2 very expensive sets of microwave cookware, which I absolutely love. But I don't need both of them, not even for here, you know. And then when we take the RV, you know, I put them in the RV. But yeah, it's just stuff. You know, I love my house, but put me out in my RV and let me start cooking, and yeah, it's just so much room here. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a big dining room, a big kitchen for Florida, a huge living room. All those curtains I'm not going to need, and all the frills, and, you know, all the extra bath towels and kitchen towels. I got kitchen towels in my closet, and I've never touched, you know, lots of them. But, you know, you get them on clearance, you do this. I didn't think I was going to get so up in the years so fast. Figured I'd, you know, have a lot of years left to... I have a lot of years left to enjoy myself and not worry about all this bullshit that I've got. Yeah, and when we get ready to get rid of the house, whatever furniture is left, if my daughter wants it, she can have it. If not, I'm donating. I'm going to have a king-size bed. I'm going to have a trundle bed. Dressers. A couple of those little electric fire. I might keep the electric fireplaces, though. We don't use them here, but they look pretty. I'll probably give one to John and put one in my work shed when we get moved. But, you know, it seems like, you know, oh, next year. No. This is the end of June already. The end of June. Yeah, and I'm taking the month of August off from the market so I can start working on my fall line of things. Get off the table. Let me go chase this cat. I'll take you with me. So, yeah, you know, I got a lot of stuff to do. So, yeah, good thing, Charlie, but, man, I get it. I get it. They want to get up in that window up there, but, you know, I got to walk on my table because I moved my table underneath the big picture window in the dining room in case I decide I want to sit there one day, you know. So, I get it, but they know they're not allowed on the table, so they've been pretty good, though. I can't complain. So, anyhow. But yeah, I'm hoping today is the last that I have to deal for at least, give me a few days or a week, or well, I have to think about this other conundrum fucking mess, you know. But we'll see. And I'm not cooking dinner tonight because while we were out, I told my husband I'd take him to lunch. Oh, was he furious. He left here without his cigars and without food. Well, you know, some mornings I'm just too busy when I have things like that to do. You know, most mornings I get up and he has breakfast and lunch, and he was all pissed off. Well, I can't help it that he didn't feed himself. He knew we had a day because he had to go get the thing on his ear. I'll tell you about it in a minute. You know, and we were going to be gone for a while. He knew my appointment up here in the other county was at 2 o'clock. You know, and he got pissy and whiny like a little fucking kid with a wet diaper on. So anyhow, he decided first he wanted to go to the Chinese buffet where they make lots of sushi for him. They make it fresh. I said, okay. And I said, but don't forget, there's a Waffle House coming up down the road. Because we don't have one real close, but there's one over in Brooksville. It's really good. And we got lucky, won a lot of people there, a couple other people. And So he whipped right in there. He likes Waffle House. I love I get their hash browns. And I get them smothered, covered, chunked, and chopped. The tomatoes. I get the ham, the tomatoes, the onions, and the cheese. And Chris got the same thing minus the tomato. He got a double order with a burger. So he's happy. He's happy. He's out in the garage. Put him in. He's happy. Anyhow, one more thing and then I'm off of here because I'm at 15 minutes. I don't want to let him run real long. We went to the cosmetology or whatever they're called. Not cosmetologist. You know, skin people. Anyhow, for the thing behind his ear. Now, not only does he have the one big one, he has another one started. So they've set surgery for 2 weeks, I think, on a Wednesday. Yeah, they wanted to do it right away, but they wanted to do it on a Friday, and, you know, that's in the middle of his work week, and so we opted for a Wednesday. I think it's in 2 weeks, I think, and they're going to remove the thing. I'm glad. Oh, and she also did a total body skin check on him, and he looks pretty good. He had a questionable spot here I'm going to keep an eye on, but she said other than that he looks, you know, for being in Florida, his skin looks good, but he covers up, you know, he wears long sleeves when we go out in the water and shit. Not me, I'm out there to get the water in the sun. So when I see my doctor again in September, October, I'm gonna have them send me over. They're very nice people, and because insurance pays for I guess because I live here, I don't know, but they pay for a once a year where they go over your whole body, all your skin, your scalp, you know, all that to make sure everything looks good. And I got some questionable. I got one right here. See that one? And then I've got one right there. And I got a couple others on my back and stuff. And I don't really worry about them, except this one here. Right there is changing and it's getting itchy. Those dark spots are just from the sun, from my wrinkles, you know, the sun. But, yeah, this one. And this one, and I had a birthmark, but I don't know what happened to you. Not a birthmark, but, you know, like a little mole. It's gone. My moles will disappear. It's weird. But I have on my back what they call barnacles. My grandma had them. And so they're going to check all that out and make sure it's all good. And I'm sure it is. I wish somebody could figure out why I keep getting these goddamn hives, though. On this side right here, on this scar, got one about, let's do it with this hand, about yay big. It's just been driving me crazy, so I'm trying not to itch it. I put some zinc oxide. So anyhow, guys, that's the updates. Creepy guy, they're going to talk to and see what's, I don't know what they're going to do with that one. They're going to proceed as much as they can. Creepy guy, Chris's surgery is set for the thing that's growing behind his ear, which is quite big. It looks almost like the size of a Hershey's Kiss. And I guess that's it. Everything's pretty good. Pretty good. So, I'm going to get off of here. Gonna go aggravate my husband because he's done nothing but fucking aggravate me all morning because he was grouchy because he didn't have anything to eat. He didn't have his cigars. I didn't have anything to eat either. He didn't stop and think about that, though. You know, I won't go into a couple of things that he aggravated the fuck out of me with. But, so yeah, that's where we're at. And, I'm going to get out of here for a little while. I might be back later. But right now, I think I've already printed everything that goes on those shirts, so I may put them together, but I'm just kind of tired now. It's late in the day. I might start on those. I don't know. I don't know. I don't plan anything. I just think about, you know, what I need to do, and I get it done. Anyhow, everybody, thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful rest of your day. If I don't come back, I'll see you in the morning. Move, 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 move. And, tell somebody you love them. It's good for both of you. It really is. Makes them feel good. Makes you feel better. So anyhow, I'll be back. Thank you very much. Like hubby says, smash my button. I'm not quite sure why, but smash my button. And I'll see y'all later. All right. Bye.